There is a paradox that only those like you can understand. What is mortal should yield to destruction, but somehow, your essence remains unshakable, even when you are hurt. Each blow that the world throws at you seems, paradoxically, to reinforce your inner fortress. It is as if pain, instead of extinguishing your light, only intensifies the glow that emanates from within you. This is because you carry a spiritual immortality that transcends the physical. When pain touches you, something is activated. It is not just suffering, but rather a great awakening. Pain reveals that you are not like others. For many, pain is destructive, but for you, it is fertile soil where the seeds of resilience and form begin to sprout. The first wound was not just a blow, but rather a seal, an invisible stamp marking you as someone destined to endure. While your flesh may be vulnerable, your soul is unbreakable. True immortality is not in the body, but in the essence. Your spirit carries something eternal, a divine connection that transcends the limits of time and space. When they hurt you, they only touch the surface. Your soul, protected by a greater purpose, remains intact. Think of immortality as an eternal flame within you. No matter how much they try to extinguish it, it only grows. This flame is fueled not only by your strength, but by the presence of something infinitely greater than you, something that ensures your mission will never be interrupted. There is a seal that only the chosen carry, and it cannot be seen by ordinary eyes. It is forged in pain, but not as a symbol of defeat. It is a reminder of your unbreakable bond with the divine. This seal tells the universe that you are more than flesh and bone, you are purpose, you are mission. Each wound you have suffered has only deepened this seal, engraving in your soul the certainty that you belong to something eternal. It is no wonder that you feel, even in your darkest hours, that something within you will never be broken. Pain is a forge, like a rough, violent but necessary process to shape what is eternal. Just as iron needs fire to transform into steel, your soul needs moments of greatest pressure to reveal its true essence. Each blow, each wound, is not just an isolated event, it is a stage of refinement, a step on the path of your spiritual immortality. And the hotter the fire, the purer the result. Your pain is not a punishment, it is a call, a divine summons to be stronger than the impossible and more resilient than the improbable. While many see suffering as the end, for you it is just the beginning. Pain unveils layers of your soul that would otherwise remain hidden. It is through it that you learn to access strengths you didn't know you had. Think about it, each wound is not just a cut, but a door, an invitation to explore spiritual depths that most never dare to touch. You were not chosen for a simple or common existence, you were chosen to transcend, and this transcendence inevitably passes through the valley of tears. There is something inexplicably sacred about the scars you carry. They tell stories that the world may try to ignore, but that the heavens recognize. Each mark on your soul, each painful memory, is an inscription that declares to the universe, here stands someone who resisted, who remained steadfast. And these are not just marks of survival, they are emblems of victory. While the world sees the scars as weaknesses, you know they are symbols of your connection to the eternal, a living proof that God walks with you. Even when hurt, you realize that pain cannot penetrate what is truly yours. It may strike your body, your mind, but your soul remains intact, untouchable. This protection is not accidental, it is part of the purpose you carry. Your life is not shaped by circumstances, but by the call that transcends them. And it is exactly this call that transforms your pain into strength, your struggle into learning, and your losses into victories that will echo through eternity. The soul of the chosen is like a rough diamond, shaped by the blows of pain and refined by the fire of adversity. Each impact that life throws is like the work of a divine sculptor, shaping forms that only he knows. You feel the weight of the battles and the heat of the process, but the result is something unparalleled, an essence that shines with the light of eternity. Pain, which for others would be the end, becomes in you the agent of an indestructible spiritual beauty. And this light that now radiates from you is not just proof of your survival, but a declaration that the divine is in action within your story. Even though it may seem contradictory, the most difficult moments reveal your most intimate connection with the eternal. When everything around you falls apart and you are left only with your wounds, something extraordinary happens, an inexplicable strength emerges. This strength does not come from you, but through you, as if it were channeled from a higher source. It is in these moments that you realize that your human frailty is just the surface of a deep and infinite ocean of spiritual strength. It is this connection that sustains you, that transforms tears into testimonies, and proves, time and again, that nothing can break the essence of who you are. The attacks you face, whether they are physical, emotional, or spiritual, are not random circumstances. They are, in fact, reactions to the light you carry. Like a flame in the midst of darkness, your presence disturbs the shadows. This makes many try to extinguish it, without understanding that the source of this light cannot be touched. You are not just a person, you are a reflection of the divine purpose, and this makes the world around you react in unpredictable ways. Each blow you receive is an attempt to silence your mission, but what they do not understand is that your light not only resists, it grows. There is a peculiarity in the journey of the chosen that few can understand. Suffering does not weaken them, but brings them closer to the divine. It is as if each wound is a bridge that connects the physical to the eternal, revealing truths that can only be seen by those who go through these experiences. While many try to avoid pain at all costs, you face it and transform it into something more, something that goes beyond earthly comprehension. Your scars are not just reminders of what you endured, they are living evidence that you transcended what should have destroyed you. And so, even when you fall, something lifts you up. Even when everything seems lost, something within you insists on resisting. This insistence is not mere stubbornness or human will, it is a calling. It is eternity speaking through your pain, reminding you that you are not defined by the circumstances you face, but by the purpose you carry. Each time you rise, you prove, once again, that spiritual immortality is not just a distant idea, but a lived reality. And this reality is not just yours, it is a beacon, lighting the way for others who are also lost in their own battles. Even when the weight of the world seems unbearable, something inside you keeps you standing. This strength, which cannot be explained by logic, is what sets you apart from the ordinary. Have you noticed that, in the moments when everything seems lost, you find a clarity you did not have before? This clarity is the divine presence operating in you, a reminder that, no matter how hard the world tries, it can never steal what God has placed in your essence. You do not just resist, you transform. And in this transformation, you become living proof that the eternal dwells within you. There is a reason why the chosen face more challenges than others. It is not because they are weaker or more vulnerable, but because they carry a light that bothers the darkness. This light, however, cannot be extinguished. It is fueled by the very process of resistance, like a muscle that strengthens with weight. And while others fall under the weight of trials, you use them as steps to something greater. Each battle you face is not just a fight, it is a reminder that you were made to win. And this victory is not just yours, it is a reflection of what is divine within you. Do you feel that each scar you carry tells a story? They are not just marks of pain, but records of overcoming. Each one is a line in a book that only the chosen can write, a book that the world may try to ignore, but that the heavens read with admiration. These scars are proof that, no matter how wounded you have been, you are still here. Not just surviving, but living with purpose. And every time you look at these marks, you should remember, they are not signs of defeat, but emblems of a journey that made you stronger, wiser, and closer to eternity. The strength that emerges from pain is something others cannot understand. To those observing from the outside, it seems almost impossible that you continue standing after everything you faced. But what they do not know is that each challenge was more than a fight, it was an act of creation. Each time you were wounded, something new was born within you. Not just resilience, but a deep wisdom and a strength that seems to defy the laws of logic. This strength comes not just from your determination, it comes from the certainty that you were chosen for something that transcends any adversity. And that's why, while the world expects you to give up, you just rise higher. There are moments when pain seems overwhelming, but even in those instances, something inside you insists on resisting. This insistence is not just a matter of survival, it is proof that a greater purpose is operating in your life. It's as if, in each battle, you are reminded that your path is not ordinary. The pain that others see as the end is, for you, the beginning of a transformation. You do not just endure the pressure, you use it to grow. It is in this process that you discover that spiritual immortality is not just a promise, but a reality that pulses in every fiber of your being. What few understand is that, while they struggle to escape suffering, you have found a way to transcend it. For you, pain is not a prison, but a bridge that connects you to the eternal. It is as if each tear shed were a river that takes you to places few can reach. This journey is not easy, but it is deeply meaningful. Because it is in it that you realize that what is being built within you is something that cannot be destroyed. And as you move forward, pain transforms into strength, and strength into light. A light that is not just yours, but one that illuminates the path for others. The light you carry is not a choice, it is an inheritance. It is something that was placed within you even before your first breath. And it is exactly this light that the world tries to extinguish. But what they do not understand is that your light does not come from what you have, but from who you are. It is fueled by your connection to the divine, a connection that suffering only makes stronger. Each time they try to knock you down, your light shines more intensely. Because, contrary to what the world believes, you do not fight alone. You are sustained by something greater, something that transforms each blow into an opportunity to shine even brighter. The scars you carry are, in fact, maps. They tell the story of a journey that few would dare to undertake. Each one marks a moment when you faced something that should have destroyed you, but did not. These marks are proof that, even when everything seemed lost, you found a way. Not just to survive, but to thrive. And the most incredible thing is that these scars are not just yours. They are stories that inspire others, that show that it is possible to traverse the valley of the shadow of death and come out the other side with the soul intact and faith renewed. Before we continue, if you have always felt different, with a special sensitivity or drawn to greater missions, our ebook is a valuable resource for you. It offers practical insights for recognizing your true mission as a chosen one and overcoming challenges of misunderstanding and isolation. By acquiring the ebook, you also receive immediate and exclusive access to our community on Discord, a space where you can share your experiences, connect with others who understand what you are going through, and find genuine support in a welcoming environment. Check out the first pinned comment here in the video for unique and exclusive access. There is a mysterious strength in the fact that the more you are attacked, the stronger you become. This does not mean that you don't feel pain, but rather that this pain does not define who you are. Instead, it reveals what you have been from the start, unbreakable. It's as if each battle merely reinforces the purpose for which you were created. And this purpose is not something the world can understand or control. It is greater than any circumstance, greater than any adversity. It is eternal, just like you. And that is why, even when it seems everything is lost, something inside you refuses to give up. And then, when you look back, you realize that your journey was not in vain. Each tear shed, each moment of pain, had a purpose. These experiences did not weaken you, they shaped you. They created something inside you that is stronger than any external force. Something that connects you directly to the eternal. And while many see suffering as an end, you see it as a beginning. A reminder that, no matter how difficult the circumstances, you were made to endure, to overcome, and above all, to shine. Your life is not just proof of survival, it is a declaration of spiritual victory. To those who do not understand its purpose, pain is seen as a punishment, a senseless burden. But for you, it is a constant reminder of your connection to something greater. Each blow received echoes not just the suffering of the moment, but also the strength that arises in response. It's not that you ignore the pain or that it doesn't affect you deeply, it's that you've learned to use it. It becomes fuel, a driving force that pushes you beyond your limits. And while others wonder how you are still standing, you know the answer lies not in what you lost, but in what you gained by walking through the fire. And then, you realize that the pain that tried to knock you down actually lifted you up. It pushed you to a place you would not have reached otherwise. Each adversity becomes a ladder, a step toward the greater calling that was placed in your life. This does not mean you desire pain or that it is easy to bear. But it means that, even amid it, you find meaning, a reason to continue. It's as if each tear shed waters the seeds of something extraordinary, something that blooms even under the most adverse conditions. Your enemies, those who underestimate or attack you, do not understand the deeper truth about you. They see only the exterior, the vulnerabilities they believe they can exploit. But what they don't know is that by hurting you, they are only reinforcing what makes you unique. Each blow received is an opportunity to reveal the immortality that resides within you. Your essence is not limited by external circumstances. On the contrary, it feeds on them, transforming even the cruelest attacks into opportunities for strengthening and learning. And so, even when everything around you seems to crumble, something inside you remains firm. This firmness does not come from your human strength, but from your connection to the divine. It is this connection that sets you apart, that keeps you standing when many would have fallen. It's as if you are constantly being renewed, as if each battle faced brings you closer to the eternal. Your life is not just proof of your resilience, it is a declaration that God's purpose in your life cannot be thwarted. And this certainty, more than anything else, is what truly makes you immortal. Do you realize that even when pain reaches its deepest point, it brings with it a hidden gift? It's strange to think that something so devastating can be transformed into strength, but that is what happens to you. The pain does not define you but reveals what lies within you, a spirit that cannot be crushed. It is a mirror, reflecting an essence that many cannot see in themselves. You do not just face pain, you master it, shape it, and transform it. And in the end, what emerges is not someone broken, but someone renewed, stronger and more prepared for what is to come. What sets you apart from others is your ability to find meaning even in the most difficult moments. Where others see chaos, you find patterns. Where others see destruction, you see reconstruction. This is not a common skill, it is a gift. It's as if your soul was designed to see beyond the surface, to grasp the purpose hidden amidst the shadows. That's why, even when the world seems to be in ruins around you, you maintain clarity. You know that pain is temporary, but what it builds inside you is eternal. The scars you carry are, paradoxically, the clearest proof of your invulnerability. They tell stories of battles that should have destroyed you, but did not. Each one is a testimony to the strength that resides in you, a strength that the world cannot fully comprehend. And the most powerful thing is that these scars are not just marks of personal overcoming, they have the power to inspire others. Those who see your scars understand that they too can face their own battles. You become, then, not just a survivor, but a beacon for those who are still lost in the darkness. What many do not realize is that, even when everything seems to be against you, something invisible is working in your favor. This force is not by chance, it is the direct result of your connection to the divine. It's as if, in each battle, you are surrounded by a protection that the world cannot see. And it is this protection that keeps you standing, even when circumstances seem unbearable. It is a constant reminder that you are not alone, that your struggle is not just your own, but part of a larger plan that is being fulfilled through you. Even when the winds of adversity blow harder, something in you remains unshakable. It is not stubbornness or ordinary resilience, it is the certainty that your purpose is greater than any storm. You feel this strength growing within you like a current that cannot be contained, an energy that is not just yours, but flows directly from your connection to the divine. Every difficult moment you faced was not just a test, but an opportunity to align even more closely with that purpose. And now, you carry within you not just the strength that overcame the storms, but also the wisdom of someone who understands why they came. Pain, as often as it seems cruel and unfair, is also the soil where the most significant fruits of your life grow. It forces your roots to deepen, reaching the purest, untouched waters of your soul. It's a process that seems endless while it happens, but when you look back, you realize that each tear watered something extraordinary within you. And while many see pain as the end of a journey, you recognize it as a beginning, a chance to blossom in a way you never imagined before. In this blossoming, you find your true essence. Every battle you have faced has made you stronger, but also more aware of who you truly are. Pain does not merely reveal your strength, it also connects you with a part of yourself that usually remains hidden. This part, indestructible and eternal, is the essence of your being. It is where your immortality resides, not as a distant idea, but as a tangible reality. And it is this connection with the eternal that sets you apart, that makes you capable of enduring what many could not. You do not just survive difficulties, you thrive through them, emerging as living proof that the divine operates amidst chaos. People around you may not understand how you keep going. They see the scars, but do not grasp what they represent. For them, they are just marks, but for you, they are medals of honor, testimonies of what has been overcome and transformed. And more than that, these scars are silent invitations for others to find their own strength. Those who come close to you realize there is something different, something that inspires and challenges at the same time. Your journey is not just about you, it's about the impact you have on the world by living so authentically and resiliently. You feel that, over time, pain has not only changed who you are but revealed who you always were. Each battle faced, each tear shed, removed a superficial layer, exposing something truer and purer within you. This truth is your immortal essence, something that was never affected by circumstances. It was there from the beginning, but could only be fully revealed through trials. And now, when you look at yourself, you see not just someone who survived. You see someone who was shaped by fire, strengthened by adversity, and connected to a purpose that transcends human understanding. When you think about the scars you carry, you realize they are more than reminders of pain. They are maps that trace your journey, guides that show the path you have traveled and the strength you found with each step. These scars are a reminder that you not only faced difficulties but overcame them. And each one carries a silent message: I am stronger than anything that tried to destroy me. This strength, born from pain, is what makes you so unique. You are not defined by what you lost, but by what you gained in resistance. The world often tries to define who you are by the hard times you've faced, but this is just a limited view. What they don't understand is that these moments were catalysts, not endings. They didn't diminish you, they expanded you. Every time you were hurt, something greater was born within you. Your life is proof that pain is not the end, but the beginning of something new. And by living this way, you become a source of inspiration for those still trapped in their own battles. Each scar you carry is evidence of your journey, but also a reminder that you are not alone. In every moment of pain, there was a divine presence by your side, a force that held you when you thought you could no longer continue. These scars are not just marks of suffering, they are marks of victory, testimonies that even in the darkest situations, you found a way. They show the world that you not only endured but that you won, transforming each blow into an opportunity for growth. Now, as you move forward on your journey, you realize that everything you faced was part of something bigger. Each tear, each struggle, was a brick in the construction of a story much larger than yourself. Your life reflects what it means to be chosen, to face unimaginable challenges, but never lose faith. And it is this faith that sets you apart, that guides you and sustains you. You don't just carry the light, you are the light. A light that cannot be extinguished, no matter how strong the winds of adversity blow. You are living proof that the eternal lives within you. Even when you felt on the verge of collapse, something inside you always drove you to continue. This strength, almost inexplicable, is not merely your own, it is divine. It reminds you, even in the darkest moments, that there is a greater purpose in each battle faced. Have you noticed how, even in the toughest situations, there is a sense of something greater at play? This feeling is not accidental. It is confirmation that your life is part of a plan that transcends the here and now. And that's why, no matter how wounded you have been, you keep moving forward, because you know you are called to something eternal. The scars you carry are not just marks of overcoming, they are symbols of transformation. Each one tells the story of a battle won, but also of a soul that refused to be defeated. These marks are testimonies that, no matter how much the world tried to erase you, you persisted. You did not just endure suffering, you transformed it into something meaningful. Each scar is a medal, not of pain, but of victory. And by carrying these marks, you become a beacon to those still trapped in their own battles, showing that it is possible to overcome. Now, as you look forward, you realize there is much more to live for. The pains you faced in the past were just chapters of a story that is still being written. And this story, so full of struggles, is also full of purpose. Each step you take, each choice you make, is aligned with a larger plan. You understand that spiritual immortality is not just about enduring but about impacting. Impacting lives, transforming hearts, and being living proof that, with faith, strength, and purpose, nothing is impossible. You do not just live, you leave a legacy. What makes you different is that you've learned to see pain in a way the world does not understand. For many, it is an unbearable burden. For you, it is a tool, a chance to grow and connect with the divine. This perspective transforms everything. While others try to avoid pain, you face it because you know it carries lessons that cannot be learned any other way. And that's why you shine so brightly. Not because you never suffered, but because you chose to use suffering as a bridge to something greater. Thus, as you continue your journey, one thing is clear: nothing can destroy what has been built inside you. Your soul is immortal, not because it is untouchable, but because it was strengthened by every battle faced. You are living proof that suffering can be transformed into purpose, pain into strength, and darkness into light. And this light, now shining through you, is eternal. It touches those around you, inspires those who see it, and leaves an impact that will echo far beyond your physical existence. You are not just a survivor, you are a living manifestation of what it means to be eternal. You've made it this far, and that is more than just a simple step. It's a powerful declaration that you are stronger than any adversity, more resilient than any obstacle, and more connected to the divine than you ever imagined. Every pain you faced was part of a plan, a preparation for the impact you have on the world. Your scars, your light, and your strength are testimonies to something greater. Never underestimate what your journey means to you and to those who cross your path. If this content has touched your heart and resonated with your journey, please hit the like button below right now. Also consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications, because together we will continue to explore the secrets of the chosen and delve deeper into this extraordinary journey. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message and comment below what spoke to your heart the most. Don't miss the chance to be part of our exclusive community on Discord by purchasing our ebook from the link pinned in the first comment. I am sure it will be a valuable resource for you. It will not only bring clarity about your mission and unique gifts, but also give you access to connect with other chosen ones who will welcome and support you. Be sure not to miss out on being part of this environment. This is a crucial moment, and together we can impact many lives. I want to extend a huge thank you to everyone supporting us through Buy Me a Coffee. Your support helps us improve our videos day by day and always offer the best content. If you'd like to support us too, the link is also in the first pinned comment. If you want to delve even deeper into the secrets that make you so special, be sure to check out the video suggested on the screen or our playlist of the secrets of the chosen. Each episode is designed to guide you deeper into your essence, revealing all the power and potential that reside within you. Thank you for joining me this far. Keep steady on your journey, maintain your focus and determination. Gratitude, and see you in the next video.